Time's up. Stop. 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 Press enter. Pause. Let's see what you guys got in that time frame. Again, it's not about perfection. Alright? It's about ability. Aim 2. Aim 2. Where's your... Okay, go. Alright, let's see. Aim 1 looks like they have the most expanded one. But let's see whether it's any good. Right? Now, have a read through. I want to see you guys vote it. Alright, each one shouldn't gather more than 8 votes. Right? If it's more than 8 votes, it means members of this team is voting for their own post. Right? So now let's vote. Let's vote. I'm going to have a read through. Let's see whether you guys agree with me.
We only have one vote each, right?
Yes. Alright, I've chosen a winner already. I want you guys to vote. Vote. Yes. It's obvious? Vote. Whether you can understand. Even if the other two paragraphs are not complete, right? Can you understand where they're going? Sometimes as an examiner, I need to see if they are incomplete, where are they going? Can I give marks? Because I can't deduct marks. I can't eliminate marks. Yes, you're not checking for grammar, you're just checking whether it's understanding. Or is it the point is
Wait, can we vote for ourselves?
no.
Oh, okay.
Sentence structure is not the biggest thing. It's just whether is it understandable. Students can still get the level 3 grading points in English, but if the points are clear, they can get the mark. Right, have you started voting? Where are my votes? Ooh, why is there 3 votes here? You vote for yourself. Bias. Right, come on, let's vote. Who's the winner here? If you have voted, raise your hand. The rest of you, vote. Hurry up, vote. You got to choose. I remember the last time I did this, you guys are not comfortable choosing. Who is the best response? That's 9, that's 12 of you guys. Okay, let's do this instead. How many of y'all say this? Raise your hands. Don't you dare. Bias. How many of y'all say this? Raise your hands. How many of y'all say aim 1? Raise your hands. Up high so it's obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of y'all say this? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay? How many of y'all say this one? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you aim 3?
No, aim 2.
Aim 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Someone voted twice.
7. Now, if you ask the teacher's opinion, the examiner's opinion, this one best captures it. It's not about length. It's not about how much is that. It's about which one accurately makes up the point. I like how this one is made. A primary strand of research is using an EEG to measure eye movements. Both the point and the link is explicit and obvious at the beginning of the paragraph. Right? The moment you mention EEG, there's a clear link to the study. Now, the EEG leads to standardization and is an objective and quantitative measurement. They're pointing out why an EEG is going to improve the study. In terms of standardization, quantitative measurement, no one can argue with anymore, which does not require any interpretation. Further explanation on why objective or quantitative data is good for the study. It doesn't require interpretation. Therefore, that leads to higher reliability, meaning I can replicate the study. It directly informs me on how using an EEG machine and having high levels of standardization further improves the study. You can do the peel format in 2 sentences, 3 sentences, or very structured 4 sentences. As long as those points are there within the paragraph, it generates the mark. Okay? This paragraph is also good, but it's a bit too lengthy. It goes a bit too in-depth where the main points are lost. Okay? That's why you gotta be very careful. Go into depth, but don't lose track of what you're trying to make. Okay, everyone? Right, with that in mind, do you guys have any questions? No? The next time we tackle an evaluation like this, we should be able to do at least 2 paragraphs in that topic. Mind you, I don't expect you to get it within the first chapter, but at least by chapter 2. This should be a skill that we all have. Your key study summary, if you don't just transfer information and you process information in your key study summary, directly go into evaluating, half the battle is done, right, for each core study. Right? Each core study have at least one strength, one weakness at the back of your head. Right? Knowing how to evaluate the table format. With that in mind, let's have a break. Right? 5 minutes. Everyone, now let's conclude the lesson with practicing a couple of exam style questions. You already interacted with the knowledge, you've engaged with the knowledge. Now, let's try defining a couple of command words that I would like you to know. Understand that with ASA level psychology, you have a set of command words. The command words directly tell you how you should respond. Whether you should explain, or you should just identify, or you should go into details. Right? Let's find the first question. From the study by Dement and Klement, sleeps and dreams, describe what is meant by REM sleep. What is the key word within this question?
Describe.
Describe. Describe is the command word. Now tell me, what does the Cambridge exam expect out of describe? Characteristics, some more?
Definition.
Characteristics, definition. So how would you score full marks for this? 1 mark per correct point. You provide a definition for REM sleep, provide at least 3 characteristics of REM sleep. Hear this? Now, this one you need to write in a paragraph format, full-fledged sentences. I recommend 4 sentences. You don't need an opening, you don't need a conclusion. Do you guys know why I position it at 6 minutes? 1.5 marks, 1.5 minute per mark. 4 marks. Question like this should be completed in 6 minutes. Everyone clear? Any questions on how to answer the question? Any pointers? What points can we include when it comes to definition? Don't start. What points can we include for definition of characteristics? What is RAM? What does rapid eye movement will generate a mark? Some more? Similar to the awake cycle. Some more? That's another characteristic. What happens to the body? Some more? What kind of waves do we produce at REM sleep? Delta waves. Some more? Dreams happen during it. That's the obvious one. Easy mark. Right? You guys know your points. How do you put it within a sentence? Start. Easy to write. You put it like that, 4 sentences, 1 paragraph, full sentences. It's easy to work. It becomes very straightforward to grade. The more straightforward you make it to grade, the easier it is for your exam. Who's finished? Alright, stop writing, put the pens down. Put the pens down. Peachy, stop. Anything beyond this point is unnecessary. Now, the points here are definitive, meaning anything beyond here would be considered incorrect. This is one of the few questions where the marks is definitive. Exchange with the person next to you and grade, give it a score. If they word it differently but the meaning remains the same, give it a mark. Okay, everyone done talking? Everyone got a grade? Raise your hands. Anyone got 1? Anyone got 2? Anyone got 3? Good. Anyone got 4? Alright, everyone between 3 and 4. Wonderful. Remember this 4 distinct sentences. Classify your points. Make use of paragraphs. The more you organize, the better your response. Let's try another question. Now, suggest 2 real-world applications based on the study by Dement and Klement. Your suggestions must be ethical. So you need to make 2 real-world suggestions on where Dement and Klement study can be applicable. This question is a little bit harder because you need to give 2 points. You need to give 2 ethical points and explain how is it going to be of use to society. Can anyone give me an example? So like a major application of Dement and Klement study would be
Sleep quality.
sleep quality. How to understand sleep quality.
Educate people
Educate people
on why
on
why the importance of sleeping and why
educating people on the importance of sleeping. That would be major applications. How we understand sleep. Alright? Make sure you give your point, you explain your point. The command word here is suggest. What does suggest entail? Requires a thoughtful response based on your understanding of the context or problem without needing a detailed explanation or proof. So for this question, you need to show them your understanding. Directly go into applying them in the study. Think of it this way. The findings. What are the findings? Apply those findings. Where would those findings be relevant? It could be relevant in dream interpretation. Are you guys ready? Ethical part meaning whatever application you have, it should not contribute to harm to animals or harm to other human beings. Right? We can't use the findings of Dement and Klement study to manipulate a population. Okay? How are we going to holistically, healthily make use of the findings? Some key points you may be able to include. It can be used in therapy. It can be used to help people with insomnia or sleep issues. It can be also used to promote better sleep, promote awareness among young people to have healthier sleeping patterns. The thing is how do you suggest? How do you explain? This one, 2 paragraphs. Right? 2 sentences for 2 marks, 2 sentences for 2 marks. Make it distinct. Hear this? Let's give this a go. 6 minutes. Point out the application. Can it be used for therapy? Can it be used for sleeping habits? Can it be used for awareness? And how does the study achieve that application? If you have done one suggestion, reread the sentence, ask yourself, can your reader, your examiner, understand the suggestion you're making? Is it clear? Do they need to process at a deeper level to understand? The simpler you write for your examiner to understand, the better your score. Alright, stop. Put the pen down, put the pen down, put the pen down, put the pen down. Now exchange it with a new person. Not the same person you exchanged it with last time. See this, guys. This is how simple the answer should be. The what? It can help people with sleep-related disorders. It can help people with insomnia. It can help people with sleep issues. Patients can be attached to an EEG monitor to see if brain waves while sleeping are typical or not. They use a procedure from the study to go explore it. Okay? Another one. It can be used in therapy involving dream analysis. What is AIM-3? To see whether what they see in the dream directly correlate with their eye movement patterns. So how? Patients can be woken up in REM sleep via a device that detects REM sleep like a EEG machine and asked to recall the content of their dream immediately. Notice how to answer this question, you're directly quoting the procedure of the names just now. Notice this, guys. Right? To effectively answer these kind of application questions most of the time, they will want you to apply the procedure that is explored in the study into real life. How do we translate it outside of the laboratory? Another one, it can be used to promote better sleep quality. Now this comes from the general findings of the study. People can use their watch or a sleep app to measure and track sleep or REM time to see if sleep is good or needs improvement. Why? Because one of the procedures was to track how long they are in REM sleep, wake them up, ask them, is it 5 minutes or 15 minutes? Correct? Right? There's a direct application into real life. Right? Most of the time, when they ask this kind of questions, is what did they do in the study? How do we translate it into real life? That's where the how comes from. Right? Now grade each other. If it's hard to understand what your friend is trying to say or the point that they are making, welcome to my life. When I have to grade you guys, I ask this question every time. What are you trying to say? Yes? Okay. How many of y'all got one? Raise your hands. How many of y'all got two? Raise your hands. How many of y'all got three? How many of y'all got four? No one. Right. Good effort, guys. Now, wait, hang on. One last check-in. Remember that Mentimeter I was telling you guys about? Now let's check whether the learning objectives have been achieved or not. Very quick. Very quick. Learning objective 1. Define REM sleep and identify its characteristics. How do you feel? I want to see your response here. It's okay, you can share it with another person. Alright, everyone's focused and clear? Cool. Next one. Apply the study to suggest 2 ethical real-world applications. You just did it exactly. How do you feel? Okay. Alright. Now I will address this later on. I'm assuming it's more on how to lay out the answer, right? Than what the answer actually is. This will be addressed in the next lesson. Okay. Evaluate one strength and one weakness of Dement and Klement using methodological language. Right? Anyone else? Am I waiting for anyone else? Okay. I'm assuming over here we need to improve the field format a little bit, is it? Sure. The last one. Describe Dement and Klement's aims, methods, and key findings. Okay, this was kind of expected. Most of you all should have fallen around here. Because this now you only did the what I call the classroom jigsaw activity, right? The carousel activity. So homework. No. Homework. I want you guys to do an answer the questions where you summarize the procedure of the study, at least in Cambridge context. This one, I would like you to self-assess yourself. Answer the question, time yourself accordingly, 6 minutes, 3 minutes, and then I want you to self-assess. Next class, come and show me your grading. Can everyone? Yeah. Right, let's check whether your grading matches my grading. Yeah? The following lesson, we start the class with a simple little weight graph. You guys all know weight graph, right? Yeah. Right, we do a simple physics 50 questions specifically on Dement and Klement. That is for you guys. Right? And that will be all for today.
I'll see you guys in the next class.
See you.
Thank you.